Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we are picking up where we left off, and we're going to do an Arizona-only episode. We're going to do jobs only in Arizona. We're in Winslow right now. Heading to pick up, I think it's a tractor we're going to be delivering to Paige. Hoping to get to the point where we can go see the garage we upgraded last episode in Phoenix. Get back to our home base there. And finally see how it's looking. We do want to get at least one more vehicle.
Turn left.
So we can get one more worker in the Phoenix location. We are going to relocate there as well, back to home. After that, in this series, we'll definitely be looking to upgrade our Champaign garage to level 5 or level 3, to where we have 5 slots. And at that point, we'll get that one full of employees before we look into getting our third one. But we're pretty close to wanting to get rid of that debt and kind of come up with a plan on what this series is going to look like moving forward. I did finally get reshade working, so the game maybe looks a little bit different. I only have one setting activated on that right now, and that's the fake HDR, something I use on Farming Sim as well. And I'll be playing around with that. I'll be looking on the webs for ideas on what settings are really good with reshade in this game, but it already feels a little bit better. It is early morning. Going to pick up our first job. That's going to be a 3-hour one, but like I said, we're going to try to stay in the state of Arizona all episode today.
Continue straight.
Keep an eye on the used truck market as well.
Keep left to continue on the current road.
Really in hopes of being able to get that new truck this episode and the new employee.
Take the next
We'll also be checking in on our employees to see how they're doing. Make sure we have all the upgrades going in the right spots. I know we have a couple new ones that I think we're having them upgrade their distance first, but we're going to want to adjust them to balanced here pretty soon, I think. But we'll take a look in that later on in today's episode. But let's go ahead and get this first job picked up and get to rolling back on American Truck Simulator. I've missed it. All right, we have arrived to pick up our trailer. I do want to get back into buying trailers too. We'll be doing that really soon. So this is one, there's one that pays $123,000. It'd be a 24-hour job, but we're staying in Arizona. Let's get this $8,000 one delivered to Paige. Should be a really quick one here. It is a motor grader. I think we just went the wrong way to get it though, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I think we can loop around this building here. Oh, look at all of these jobs. Yeah, there's the expensive one right there. Oh, that would have been awesome to get the money, but don't think we want to do that today. It's nice to know we do have 24-hour jobs available to us now that will pay up to $100-some-thousand like that. All right, let's go ahead and back up, get this hooked up. Got a fresh start here. We got a full tank of fuel. We got a fresh start on our sleep timer, so we don't have to sleep for 14 hours. This one's going to take 3 hours and 38 minutes, a total of 179 miles. And it looks like we will get there before lunch.
Turn left.
Stop here, check to the right, check to the left. Start working our way back to the highway. And we're going to say goodbye to Winslow. Yeah, Paige isn't super far from Winslow, so this is a nice quick trip here.
Take the next right.
Another stop sign here. Clear road ahead. We'll make sure we do go out far enough. Check our right mirror as well. I do feel like the settings are closer, and we did get a comment on turning the torque all the way up and the cabin stiffness down from Crisp P. Let's take a look at that real quick in here. Okay, so cabin stiffness down. So we'll turn that down to 20. And the other one was torque. Drive shaft torque. Turn that all the way up. All the way up. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. We'll be going through some other comments as well. We'll see Oh. All right, we'll see. I don't want to jump to conclusions yet. We'll give it a shot. We are on the 87. And this feels different. We're heading back into Winslow to get out of town, I believe. Or are we not? Yeah, back into Winslow to then get out of town. And it is only 35 here, so we got to slow our roll. There we go. Up down to 25. Oh, this town doesn't like the speeders, I guess. Okay, this does feel pretty good so far. The wheel definitely feels a little bit like it's responding a little bit more realistically, which I do like so far.
Left turn ahead.
All right, got our turn coming up here.
Take the next left.
Now, not remembering exactly what the route to Page from here will be, so we'll be checking that out here once we turn right in a block or two.
Continue straight.
Still 25. Feeling the bumps a little bit there. Feels good.
Use the right lane to stay on the current road. Then turn right.
Turn.
Right.
Snuck up on me right there. Oh, yeah, that was one we needed to take a little bit wider. Got a cop pulling someone over here.
Straight.
Let's make sure he doesn't do the same to us. Let's go by real respectfully slow there. Give them plenty of room. Flashing stop sign. Did get a few comments saying they like the time lapses, and you know we'll do a little bit of that. It won't be like the whole episode. We'll throw one or two of those in each episode, I think. Just kind of mix it up a little bit and give a little bit of realism, and we'll probably also update this a little bit. Yeah, let's get the job detail out of here. We don't really. Oops, that's fine. We don't need that one, but I do like the. Do I have company notifications? Do want that one enabled, and I like that one will show up and disappear. I kind of wish the money would do that when things change as well, instead of like not seeing it the whole time. I need to look into some mods for that as well. I would use the in-game GPS by itself, but I really rely on that
Continue on the current road.
that timer there.
Then
That's
turn left.
the sleep timer.
Turn left.
It's definitely helping me out. So what are we supposed to do here? Duck down so I can see? Yep, just could see it underneath. Wow, that's annoying. I guess I could sit a little bit closer in the seat, and that was one of the things I was paying attention to driving around my truck in real life, was like where my field of view felt, and it's definitely closer to the steering wheel and a little bit higher. Blinker, hello. Feels like my alignment's off all of a sudden. Pulling a little bit to the right here. And I don't know if that's that setting we changed or if there's something wrong with the truck. And I don't know what that car is doing, because there's no way the speed limit's that slow. I think they're having a hard... Now they're going to go. All right. We can get back over. But we've got 3 hours and 6 minutes. We're on the 40 right now. I think we will be taking that for a little bit, and then we'll be heading up more north after we're heading west right now on the 40. We got to get a little bit closer to Page, and then we'll be probably taking a right turn to go a little bit more north there momentarily. I think this is where we will do one of those time lapse. Enjoy. All right, looks like we are going to be cutting through Tucson. I am going to make a slight adjustment to that. I think the torque is a little too high. So we're going to pull that back down to about 75 and see how I feel about it. The cabin stiffness, I think we're okay with that right now. If I'm understanding the adjustments, I'm feeling right. But here we go. Cruising through flag a little bit. Making a right turn up here. We got 2 hours and 30 minutes to go. Another 123 miles. Looks like we'll be heading north on the 89. Let's get it done. Beautiful drive up here. We are almost there, 37 miles away. Just a beautiful drive. And I think we're close on this torque setting. I think I want to turn it back up just a little bit, kind of meet in the middle. I do like that it actually is taking time to get up to speed. You know, takeoff is still a little bit too much. And then right now I feel like from about 55 miles an hour to probably about 65 there on that last stretch felt about right. Maybe a little bit slower, just adjusting that a little bit more as we climb this hill. The reality, we probably should not be able to get up to the speed limit. And you can see, like, this is much better. We were flying by people before doing this, and this just, it is adding to the realism. Feeling a little bit better. It's easier to control the truck, honestly, and you feel like you want to control the truck a little bit more. Pay attention to when you're coming up on vehicles and naturally slow down instead of bridging that gap and always wanting to pass. So, feeling good. 22 miles to go. I do like the adjustments. Keep the comments coming. And we did get another one from, man, I'm going to say this wrong, Mezzadone. We do share, like, any mods. Yeah, we are using a little bit of mods, a couple mods. Today, like I said at the beginning of the video, we've enabled reshade. And if you are looking for our mod setup, if I haven't added it to this video's description, you can definitely check out the first video of the playlist, the American Truck Simulator playlist, and there is a list in there of the mods that we have enabled. The only one missing from that is the Better Nights mod I've enabled since that episode, and obviously reshade as we're talking today, so pretty minimal still. We'll be adding things over time as I get a little more comfortable with the game and figure out exactly which ones I want to add. Probably be adding some vehicle mods sooner than later. But it looks like we are creeping up on the city of Page right now, and we'll probably be going through it to get to our destination, it looks like. Imagine the speed limit is slowing down here as this truck in front of us is already decreasing their speed. Yep, down to 45.
Lane to stay on the current road, then continue straight.
Not bad. We were getting here before the lunch hour. And we do have a good payday came in from Bart. I believe it was around $15,000 during that drive. Thank you, Bart. We needed the money. We'll be, you know, keeping an eye every once in a while. We'll check the used truck market. Definitely be getting another truck. Whoop, that's not our turn yet. Before the end of this episode. And I think when we head out, we might go... Oh, no, we've already seen that. We've already seen that viewpoint.
Right turn ahead.
All right, we're almost there. Looks like we're going to the back of this... Whoa, we're going into this facility here? Or this shopping center? Interesting. All right, Paige, I see what you're working with here. Let's see where they want us to put this. Looks like maybe they're going to use this scraper at this construction site here. I think it is going to be harder than it looks, isn't it? How are you supposed to do that? I do think I see how I want to do it. Let's go ahead and back up. And I want to loop all the way around. Get as close to this trailer as we can. Oh, that's not going to work either, is it? Okay. Okay, now we want to get... Just hug this. Now I want to turn this way. Maybe this was not the right call, but I feel like this was our best chance for success. And then come around this way, where I think we'll have more room to pull this turn off. Keep looking in that side mirror. Let's get... Oh, boy. What a rude... Tricky makes you think it's going to be an easy job, and it wasn't. So we failed at that one. All right, she's straight in there now. And it's green. Alrighty. Well, a nice $8,600 there. And let's go ahead and let's see if they have things here. I mean, back to Winslow. Let's just look in Page. Actually, let's look at our drivers real quick. Let's take a look at driver manager and let's sort by rating. We'll go from top to bottom. Yeah, no surprise, Bart is at the top. Skill training is balanced. Yeah, we do want to keep it that way. And looking at his log, he's starting to bring in $15,000 pretty regularly. We did give him that upgrade to his truck recently. Jan is currently on his way to Stockton from Phoenix with some yogurt. So hopefully that pays pretty well. And he is on balanced and balanced as well. Tina's all the way up to 2.5 already. She is located in Phoenix as well. 5,000, yeah, looking pretty good recently. And right now we do have balanced. I think that's okay for her. Simon, one of our newest ones, and we have him as balanced as well. He's delivering some corn from Champaign to Des Moines. Lost money on his last delivery. Marty, our most recent, we did have on long distance. So let's go ahead and switch that one back to balanced at this point, as he does have 2 points in long distance already. We'll get everything else going. No current job right now. He's traveling back home to Champaign. And looking at the entire market here, we can go to Sholo, 8 grand. I wanted to get a little bit Camp Verde. We haven't been to Camp Verde yet. Let's do that one. Not a great payday, but it's not what it's always all about. And after this next job here, we will then take a peek at the used market. We do have $39,000 right now. I don't think that'll be good enough. And also need to double check that we did move ourselves to back to Phoenix. And we can get that sorted out when we do get our new employee at the end of today's episode. But I will see you when we're picking up this trailer. All right, we're arriving at UPS to pick up our trailer to bring a quick little drive to Camp Verde. It looks like, what are these? Geomembranes rolls? All right. Let's take a peek before we turn. Yeah, I figured it was like that. All right. Let's cruise this way. Give ourselves a nice chance to back up to it. Yeah, that parking lot. Love comments on what approach I should have taken for that. Maybe I should have just done it all out of cab. You know, all these new situations are kind of nice to do out of cab the first time to kind of learn what's going on. You know, get out of the vehicle and inspect everything. Walk around, see what's going on. But this is a 4-hour drive, so a little bit longer than the last one. But brings us a little bit closer to the Phoenix metropolitan area. Hoping, I mean, maybe they have a job that will take us south of Phoenix. Definitely want to make my way there, though. We're trying. We'll find a job eventually. Hey, we can look out the window again. That wasn't bad. I don't know if we can turn around, though. That was the big problem before. All right, let's make that adjustment so I can feel the difference here. I know it's a different weight of cargo, but let's pull this to about 82. Feels like a nice in between there. And we'll see how we feel on this one. Yeah, I guess the 4 hours is right. All right, we pulled out too far for you. All right, we will go. Yeah, we'll be heading towards Flagstaff, I believe, and then a little bit farther south, if I remember where Camp Verde is correctly. Let's see, going to 65 here. Let's see how this torque difference feels. Might have judged 100% a little too early there. No, this feels pretty good. I like this. We're not getting up to speed too fast. We are climbing uphill, so we should struggle a little bit here. Maintaining our speed, that's not terrible. And now I would feel like, I guess we have a lot of horsepower. Maybe there's not a lot of weight behind us, but just gaining speed up this grade seems a little much. So maybe we will increase it a little bit more. Or maybe I'm understanding that incorrectly. I'll have to read that next time. It could be the opposite, right? Increased torque. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. We do have a little bit of an issue right here. Ooh. We got one of these one-way things. That was not like that a few minutes ago. Truck behind us have a hard time stopping. This look like they pulled out of the lane to stop. Are we supposed to go around? Haven't seen any oncoming traffic, so I have a feeling we're gonna have to get into the lane to the left. Yeah. Yeah, these situations you do see in real life sometimes. The crew got out there pretty quick since we just drove through this area. Kind of suspicious. Believe we're going through an area of Flagstaff that we haven't been before. Looking at the map turning yellow. Got a Lowe's up here. And I feel like we're going to have a turn coming up, but maybe not. Chase Bank here as well. Now, I just did the funniest thing, guys. I don't know if you've done this in this game, but I'm sitting here feeling like I'm really driving at this point. Feel like the settings are pretty good. I'm not over driving. And I reached for my keys like I do in my truck in real life, and they weren't there. Thought that was kind of funny. Shift says, hey mate, so the heavy hauls you can do because of your power and transmission, the higher the bar of the heavy cargo is what the truck is suited to. By the way, change the front wheels. Oh, we need to change the front wheels.
Straight.
We need to change the front wheels to match the back ones. Thank you, Shift, for the comment. What are you doing here, bud? Holding up traffic because you got to get over? First day on the job? I don't even understand what's happening right now. Do one of these. What is happening right now? Oh, red light. He's holding everything up. I mean, the wheels look fine different, guys. I don't know what the major malfunction is. Alright, finally. And hopefully we don't get stuck at this light again. Everyone must be turning left up here. Nice little delay in our trip. Okay, I see what happened. We came in a different way. We are now on the 17, the Black Canyon Freeway. Highway? Black Canyon Highway? Yeah, I'm less tempted to pass these guys, but this one, we just got up to speed before he did, so it makes sense to. Though he might end up winning this drag race. But it is less like, I gotta pass him with these setups. Love it. Thank you for the suggestions over these episodes. I think it's gotten us into a pretty good spot at this point. Tina bringing in a grand. That's better than last time, right? And she leveled up. Love to see it. Increased to 75 here. Heard it called the Black Canyon 500 because of the way people drive down this stretch. They just fly. And they must be trying to get some insurance fraud there. That was suspicious. Maybe they got off there. That was strange, guys. All right. I will see you in a little bit. We are heading over to the 260, I believe. Be taking a left up here. Cottonwood to the right. Sholo and Camp Verde to the left. Make sure we go wide enough here. Nice catching the green light there. Not so lucky over here, though. Yep, Camp Verde right in front of us. Customers expected delivery very soon. Ooh, gotta get there. We've never had that happen. We have discovered Camp Verde. That's 9 out of the 12 in the Copper State. Let's open those job details, too, when we stop here. See how close this is. Oh yeah, we got time. We got time. We're within our window. You know, taking that left off the freeway there made me kind of realize I don't think I've been to Camp Verde. It's one of the areas in Arizona, unless, I mean, maybe, I don't even think I drove through Camp Verde. Just didn't recognize that at all. See our turn coming up here. Another couple intersections. We'll try to do an actual backup job here, parking. We'll see what they give us. And I have been meaning to adjust the setting to where they always just automatically give us a designated parking job instead of having to choose. Turn is sneaking up on us here. 25 on this area. Nice. Yeah, I guess, you know, this looks somewhat familiar. Got some satellites out here. It's not satellites, solar panels. Yeah, I mean, this screams Central Arizona right here. All right, we can be able to get in here. Oh my. What kind of entrance was that? Gotta get better. All right, we're gonna have a little tricky spot here. Where? Is that garage gonna open? I mean, where is it? All right, we're gonna check around the back here. Oh. No shot. No shot. How are you supposed to do that? What is with this facility? What is our luck today? Now this is where we can't make any mistakes. No shot, guys. I mean, I see how it's possible, but not by me. Now I'm running into things that don't even exist. All right, how do we skip this? Okay. I'm keeping that in the video. I don't know what else I could have done there. That was annoying. If anyone has a video of somebody pulling that off, I'd love to see it. And what is it? Oh, Yuma. That's somewhere we haven't been yet. All right, let's set our destination there. We are going to have to get some sleep here soon. Let's get back into this mode. Get out of this place. We're not coming back here ever again. Got 3 hours, so we have to sleep. So I don't think we'll pull off this drive, but we're going to go pick up this trailer. And once we get the trailer, we'll find somewhere to sleep. And at that point, we are going to take a peek at the used market. This place looks pretty cool, though. Nice water tower to our right.
Reached your destination.
Robert Mojave. All right, we are picking up some fruit juice, and we're taking it to Yuma. Let's find our trailer. This place is fancy. Let's look down this alley here. Nope, nope, nope. Must be all the way in the back. Some farm equipment. Nice baler right there. There is our double trailer. Our fruit juice, 46,000 pounds of it. Got 22 hours to get it there, so we'll definitely be able to sleep. And it's a 5 hour and 11-minute drive, so with a little more, we're probably going to sleep more. Well, you know what? We're going to get a little bit into this drive before we sleep. Just to get us closer to morning when we sleep and closer to the destination. I think that's what I want to do. So we'll have to take this wide to get out of here. Go slow. One of the things that I've kind of forgotten while backing up, even though we haven't had really an opportunity for a decent backup job for me, I'm at my skill set at this point, is going slow. So we'll get back to it. Lots of traffic today here in Camp Verde. We're just gonna have to make our way out there. Yeah, I thought the school bus was in that lane. It's a little risky. No one wants to run into the fruit juice, though. So we'll probably be heading back to the 17. Imagine we're gonna take the 303. What route are we gonna take here? Kind of trying to think through in my head how I would get to Yuma from all the way up here. I don't know if I would try to avoid Phoenix. I don't know if we are, though. Be interesting to see. We'll find out together. I'm not even gonna. I don't want to be surprised. I want to be surprised. I'm not gonna take a look at the map. But if we get close to needing to sleep, we will take a look. There's got to be 5 hour drive. There's got to be a sleep spot not too far off from here. You know, the yawns do give it away. We know we got to stop soon. But I don't know if we'll see the rest stops on... We're going to ruin it for ourselves. Okay, let's just hop in here. Hour and 55 minutes away is where we're stopping. Didn't ruin it for me. Yeah, we're going to give this a go without the GPS. I can see it on the dash, so we can see the speed limit on there as well. This car going to respect us and let us get over. There we go. Broken down vehicle there. Shouldn't take too long to get to this rest stop, and then we will wake up in the morning, but we'll check on the used trucks and see how close we are to being able to afford one. And we will go from there. Man, they dwarfed Phoenix. Now that I've played this game a lot and coming back here, go this way, man. Like hitting Thomas as the first road into town is crazy. And now we're at Buckeye. So yeah, we are going through Phoenix. Our rest stop. We could pull over here at Buckeye, and I think we will. We're close to our garage, I believe.
Continue straight.
But gosh, that's hilarious to me. I'm glad to be back here. Oh, I don't know if we can sleep there. Can we? We'll find out. Buckeye and I-17 here.
Recalculating.
Yeah, let's give this a shot here. Looks like there are a few spots back here for us to sleep. Pull right in next to Goodyear. Goodyear truck. We should be good for the night. Yep. Parker there. Shut her off. And we will set this to, 6 a.m. would be perfect. Someone couldn't find a job. All right, let's take a look at that truck market. Used trucks. 52,000. 52,000. We're sitting at 44. So, we need a little bit of cash. Need a little bit of cash. Nope, we don't want to sleep again. And we got to find a configuration place. Can we just loop out of here? To change the front tires. Or wheels. Tires. No, they're not tires, they're wheels. The rims. Alright, hopefully some money comes in, because I don't think we're making that $8,000 on this job. Got that detail shut off, because I think it's kind of nice. Now that we're getting used to it. Alright, heading down south.
Turn right.
Gonna continue on this 17 for a while. I don't know if we're taking the 8. It's been a while since I've been to Yuma. Already sunrise here. And we're out of town. That fast. Which we've got to be on the 10 then. So 17 blends into the 10. Not realistic. Oh, what is this? I don't understand. I don't understand what they did here. I'm gonna have to look at the map. No way you can take the 17 and then lead into a one-way road. No, nowhere. Looks like we are jumping on the 8, which heads to San Diego, but we will be stopping in Yuma. Sign should tell us Yuma is in 133 miles. Looks like we're sneaking up on a turn here. I feel like we've got to be close to Yuma at this point. If we're not already in Yuma. Yuma court site change. Yeah, I've discovered Yuma. So you take a right, will take us north to court site. We're going to take a left and go into the town of Yuma. Alright, that does make sense. No. Have to watch the replay on that. Do not think I was speeding.
Take the next right.
Got ripped off. This isn't where we want to be. Napa doesn't need any. Yeah, well. Yeah, we're not. Oh, we're not gonna have enough money. My goodness. No jobs have come in. Yeah, that's where not having the actual GPS bigger. It did hurt me a little bit. Alright, we are here though. This truck, thank you for stopping. Let's make this wide enough now that we've lost any little cushion we had to be able to get that truck. Alright. Where do you need it? Yeah, and then we're gonna have to turn this on. Interior. Was there an update to this game? Or maybe it's the colors from Reshade that's causing me to not be able to see anything today. Okay, let's try to get as close as possible here. That was a little too close. Back like that. Oh boy. What is it today with these spots? All right. Trying not to jerk the camera too much there, but this is not going to be a one and done. But we'll get closer. I don't know, guys. I feel like we've gotten really bad luck with these spots. Turn the wheel all the way, just slow and steady, but it is not reacting. The trailer is not reacting. Okay, now we can straighten it out. I'm confused. I'm beyond confused right now. All right. Stop. 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 Brake. I just confused the brake and... All right, getting cab. That is completely throwing me off. I don't know what this... this trailer seems to be moving weird. To me. It could all be me and my imagination. But... it seemed strange. But we did it. What's our payday? Boy, this is a rough one. 10 grand. Let's hit continue. And let's go into used trucks. And we're going to be... the traffic violation did it to us. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. We're going to call this our first... well, we're going to say we just explored. We explored Arizona today. We're not going to finish that. So what happens here? I-17 comes through here. This isn't real. So what really happens is I-17 wraps around this way and connects with the 10. I have no idea what this is. Like, let's just take a peek here. So you got I-17 up here. So, you know, let's go to where we were. You know, Flagstaff is way up here. Flagstaff into the Phoenix area. I-17 comes down. There's the big interchange. And it loops. It loops. There is nothing that connects this way. That is so funny. Like, there's this 347 that then comes down to the 8 is maybe what they're simulating there. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But that is where we're going to call it today. Let's get back in the car. Or the truck. We have our next job selected that we're going to be picking up on next time. We're going to be heading to Tucson. We're going to try to finish out Arizona in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out with What Chris Plays on What Chris Plays. I'll catch you on the next one.